Hey guys, and welcome to my kitchen today. Today I want to show you how to make my version of a shakshuka, which is a lovely tomato based sauce in which we're going to poach that eggs. So I usually eat this for breakfast or brunch on a Sunday. Saturday. It also doubles as a light lunch or a light dinner. I've got red onion because I think red onions are really awesome for this dish. It's nice and sweet, it's not as pungent, and it doesn't have such a strong flavor. The sauce is very mild, but it does have quite a few aromatics. Some bell pepper, that is just optional. Tomato, garlic, a fresh chili, obviously, if you want more heat. I've also got some tomato paste, and then I'm simply going to start off with a little bit of oil. And I've added some coconut oil. You don't have to add coconut oil. I love the flavor of coconut in this. So the first thing that's going to go in is my onion. And remember, I'm trying to make a sauce into which I can create little nests, and I can then nestle my my eggs inside there. So I want the onions to start caramelizing, not too much, just a little bit, and I'm putting my garlic in. And while that is happening, I don't want to burn the garlic, obviously. So while that is happening, I want to take you through my spices. I've got here today a little bit of chili. I've got some chili powder. This is crushed chili pepper flakes, some smoked paprika, and a little bit of cumin and coriander that I've mixed. And the other flavor that's gonna, flavoring that's going to go in is salt and pepper, and another little bit of extra, obviously, smoked paprika. So you can see that this is starting to cook nicely, and of course guys, you can use white or yellow or brown onion. I just prefer the red onion for this. And then I'm going to put in some chopped tomatoes. You can also just use canned tomato, no problem with that. Use some canned tomato, and then my bell pepper. You could also keep the bell peppers out. You can replace the bell peppers with mushrooms if you want, zucchini, courgette, just about anything. I know people that even love putting chunks of potato or sweet potato in here. And what I like about this is, once again, it's one of those meals that you can prepare in advance. And so if, for example, I knew that I wanted this the next day, I would prepare the tomato-based sauce in the evening, put it in a little dish, close it, leave it in the fridge. And what that means is the flavors will just develop overnight. And then the next morning, all I need to do is actually just poach my eggs in it. So I'm going to go in with my cumin, coriander, a little bit of chili powder, crushed red chilies, and smoked paprika. And you will see it's so simple and so easy to prepare, and all of a sudden you can see that lovely tomato color that I am looking for. And I actually think I'm going to add in some more tomato. I'm going to add in more tomato, guys, because I think it needs it. And a little bit of this tomato paste, about 1 teaspoon. Remember, when you're cooking with tomato, especially tomato paste, canned tomatoes, you're always going to add a little pinch of sugar just to balance out the tartness of the tomato paste. So I'm just going to take a little bit of brown sugar. You can obviously also take white sugar. And I am simply going to stir that through. Like that. And like I said, guys, you could prepare the sauce up until this point, cool it down, and just use it the next day. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a little hole there, another little hole there, and I am simply going to drop my egg in the little hole, and then I am going to remove that little bit of yolk that fell in there, and then simply the other egg. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to just put some more salt, some pepper, a little bit of crushed black pepper, an extra bit of smoked paprika because I love it so much, and I'm going to put some rosemary on it. And of course you don't have to put rosemary, you could put some basil, some coriander. And guys, remember my trick in the previous video, when you want your eggs to cook really very quickly, I'm going to throw a little bit of water just on the side, and what it's going to do, it's going to create a little bit of steam, and what so the eggs will poach on top and they won't be raw. I don't want my tomato and my onions to burn, hence I always use that little trick. It's like a little shortcut, and I want to show you what it looks like. Almost there. Turn the heat down a little bit, and of course if you wanted to, you could add an extra green chili. So that will just be 2 minutes. Matter of fact, less than 2 minutes for that to cook. Let me have a look. We are, so to say, there. It needs like 10 or 15 seconds, and then the shakshuka will be done. I like my eggs runny. And this, dear guys, is my shakshuka. Okay, so eggs poached in a lovely little tomato based sauce, absolutely delicious. I suggest that you serve this with lovely crusty bread, a green salad, or you can just eat it on its own. Guys, and I have dished my shakshuka. You can see it is 2 poached eggs nestled in that lovely tomato based sauce. I've simply just garnished it with extra coriander and a squig of the rosemary on the side. Easy peasy.